Hello and welcome back to Jesse's Vintage Garage, and we're going to be talking about regulators in this video. Regulators and relays, cutouts. Um, kind of had a request that we talk about regulator, a specific one, I should say. So we're going to cover a little bit of everything in this video, and hopefully we can clear it up or confuse people even more. So either way, whatever, we're going to get started here. So in this book here, this is the Palmer book. This is pretty much the Bible for all Harley stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, from 37 to 47 knuckleheads, 48 to 64 pants, 37 to 48 big twin ULs, flatheads, side valves, 37 to 52 45 solo, and 37 to 63 cervicard. Now they cut off in 63 in this book for the cervicard, but they went on to 73. So I think that, well, I know for a fact that the comment was saying that the guy had he wanted to know about WLs, so we're going to be talking about what was available throughout the years for that for sure, and then go from there. But starting off here with the cutouts, because this is the first thing that was in use. So, and I got one here, but it's not the original style. Original styles look like this. They have a coil in here, and it would make contact when it was told to.
yeah, it's got points.
When it was told to generate power, it would make contact here, and it would send power to the battery from it, and then it would cut back out, and then it would go back on again, and it would do that continuously for like a long time. The relay that I have is a modern one. I was going to run this in the 40, but I ended up not. I ended up changing my mind. But this is a modern one because it has a resistor in here. It does not look like that, of course, though it has the glimpse of what it will look like.
And it needed a 3-brush to work with it.
Yeah, so with that being said, what he just said there, relays work with 3 brushes, cutouts work with 3 brushes. Now, I wanted to go with a more modern generator now. I want a 2-brush, and you have to have a regulator. Well, I didn't want the big, bulky Bosch style regulator hanging off the side of the bike.
Or the bigger, or the built bigger Delco Remy one, which is, we have one somewhere, but we couldn't find it.
Yeah, so what I ended up with was this V-tronic modern regulator that looks like a relay shape, but it does everything that there does into this little package. So then it still looks like a relay, and it still looks like it's right on the bike, okay? So anyway, so after that's all said, when the Model 58 generator 2-brush generator came out, Harley switched over to doing regulators. So then the relay went away. So, and it depends on what motorcycle range you have, but anywhere from 58 on would have been a regulator, and it varied throughout the years. Looks like this one here.
They came in 6-volt or 12-volt.
Right.
This particular one is a 12-volt, and and it is for a 2-brush, and the poles, it has a D plus, a DF, a B plus, and a 61. And the gentleman asked, I think, something about a 61 post. And what that's for is clearly just to go up to your warning light. And so if you hook this up to a warning light, it'll be on until you start the motor. And then when your generator's working, it shuts the light off. The B plus goes directly to your battery. The D plus goes to the DF to the field. DF to the field. D plus goes over to the armature. And then that's it. That's all there's to it. And then when you have a 2-brush generator, well, I think you did it to the 3 brushes also, but with the 2-brush, you took and you flashed the coils. And so you'd always take a wire and you'd jump the armature to the battery, and you never did the field. You just touch these with a long wire. You just touch the battery, right from the battery to the D plus just for an instance, and it's called polarizing, and it makes your generator generate in the correct direction. Otherwise, if you didn't do that, these regulators, the points inside would vibrate if they're backwards, and they'd burn a regulator out in a short time if you didn't polarize.
Yeah, I think these actually regulators are the same. I think just one of them is chrome.
Yeah, this one in here is the same thing.
So I guess we only have
It's a
this-
Bosch. It come from Harley, but it had a chrome cover on it, and bling. And this one came out of there too. You can get them in black, or you can get them with a chrome cover, or they came black and you bought a cover and put on it. Either way, and and I used to run these all the time, but they didn't last forever. And so
Yeah, and then of course the 12 volt came out in '65 when the first electric start panhead was, and of course you need a bigger battery too on that.
yes.
And then
And they went away from these. They went away from the little Bosch. They used these little Bosches in Sportsters, and but in the big twins that used a lot of juice, they went away from this little regulator to the Delco Remy, the great big one, and it had posts on the side. And they mounted on the side of the bike. And they did that because they had an extra pole inside, and they would actually not. This is actually just almost like a glorified regulate or a cutout in a way. It doesn't regulate voltage. It charges, and it stops charging, and it charges and it stops charging, and so it works. But the Delco Remy would actually help with amperage, and it would also help with voltage, and it would slowly take the charge back down, where this one would just shut off and turn on.
yeah, so if it shut off and turned on and it did it on its own, then what's guaranteeing you that it's charging the battery after you just started it?
Yeah, and that's the problem with these. The batteries would go dead if you started it a lot and shut it off and started it a lot. The other ones charged. It just did something different inside. I can't go into all the differences because, to be honest with you, it's very involved to explain it. All I know is it has another pole, and it helps with the charging. And they did that because of electric starts, and because they took a lot of voltage or a lot of amps, and so they needed to charge back fast, and the Bosch couldn't do that.
Yeah, so then the bigger relay came out, or
Yeah.
bigger regulator came out.
Bigger regulator.
Now we have one laying around somewhere, but
It was basically the same
find it.
regulator they used in cars with 12-volt generators. It's a Delco Remy, and it worked really good. So, and these work good too. If you have a kickstart motorcycle, these work great. But you can't use one of these on a 3-brush. If you have a 3-brush generator, you can't use a regulator. You have to use a cutout.
yeah, and just like the opposite, if you have a 2-brush, you have to use a regulator.
Right.
And then if you're going to be running a lithium-ion battery, like I'm trying to do in this panhead and the 40, and you have to have that, you have to have a regulator. Well, this is the situation here. That's why I went with this, because I had to have a regulator, and I didn't want to change alter the look of the bike, with that on there. Not that that's ugly or anything.
No, we just have to find a mount for it, and we have to put it somewhere.
Yeah, right.
And so,
Yeah, there's a couple other things I wanted to talk about too. Like when you're hooking up the relay. I mean, we were talking about this in the 56. When you hook up the relay, the 3-brush generator has relay and it has switch on the terminal posts, and it's super simple to hook that up. Of course, the wire going from the relay post on the generator goes to the relay, and the wire going from the switch post on the generator goes to the switch on the dash. I mean, people can still wire that wrong. In fact, yeah, if you don't realize that that's that simple, then you're like guessing it even more than you need to. But anyway, I think we're gonna go look for that regulator, and then we'll talk about that a little bit more, the bigger one. All right, so in this old flathead Ford here, it has the big one. It's right there.
And it says Bosch on it.
It's the original regulator for this car, and it has all the mixture.
It's got the 3 posts down there.
So that's what that looks like. So I kind of wanted to show it.
And Harley used one that was the same dimensions and the same posts, and except it was Delco Remy. And
yeah, Delco Remy, another manufacturer of that stuff. So, but anyway, that's what it looked like. Well, that kind of ends what we're going to be talking about here. Other than later in the years, the Servi car ended up getting an alternator. They had like alternator kits and stuff that they would put on, like the Servi car with the meter maid stuff. And there's a chance that you could take like a later Servi car and make it a solo bike. But
and you could take a close picture of this so they could see it.
So if you really want to have this here image, you can go ahead and screenshot that there, and then you can
be the wiring for it.
You can screenshot that there. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed everything here. I think we kind of covered the regulators and relays. So hope this helps out anybody. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.